Hey there, teachers. I get asked this question a lot. Why is my PowerSchool and Schoology not syncing? So I've made lots of help documents and videos on this, but I'm going to make a really short one today because what I think we're missing is one screen, that configure screen in Schoology. I think this will help a lot of things. So hopefully this short video will eliminate some of these issues. So let's talk about what we have to do at the beginning of the semester, at the beginning of the year, if you're in elementary, to configure to make Schoology and PowerSchool talk. You do this at the beginning of the year, and you're good to go. So let's go look at an example here. We're going to go into this class here, and the teachers already made categories for their assignments. They have categories like classwork, projects, quiz, and test. All that's great, and the teachers already started making assignments, but they're not talking yet. We got to first, before we do anything else, at the beginning of a course, that's semester if you're a secondary teacher, that's begin the year if you're an elementary teacher, you have to go click this PowerSchool button right down here and configure the two. So we click PowerSchool button in Schoology, and it's going to bring up this screen. We're literally mapping the categories. We're saying PowerSchool and Schoology are going to talk. They're going to follow this path. So you'll see right now we have errors, nothing syncing. We click the configuration button right here in the middle of our screen, and you're going to see the menu I'm talking about. Schoology categories on the left, PowerSchool categories on the right. You have to tell it where they're going to go. So right here I said, if I click it, it's going to show me the categories I've already made in Schoology. I've got classwork. I want classwork to go to classwork in PowerSchool. I want projects to go to projects in PowerSchool. I want quiz to go to quiz in PowerSchool, and test to go to test. Now this could be anything. These Schoology categories, you can name them whatever you want, as long as you've mapped them to the correct location, the place you want them to land in Schoology. You have to do, in PowerSchool. You have to do that first at the beginning of the year. If you don't do that, they're not going to talk. You click Save Changes, and we're good to go. I'm not going to save this one because this is not my class, but I got two more things I want to mention before I leave this video today. The second one is this little guy right here. Automatically shorten assignment titles. I think that's a great thing to turn on. The reason is PowerSchool doesn't like assignment titles longer than 50 characters. Schoology doesn't care. So my math teachers especially make assignments called Monday, October 25th, multiplication and division of fractions. Too many characters, it creates an issue. It will not sync. So if you click this, it'll automatically shorten anything over 50 characters, and you won't have that issue. So that's a good thing to click at the beginning of the year too. The other thing I want to point out, if you have linked classes in Schoology, you've put period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 together in a linked course. They're still technically different classes. They still technically have different grade books. So you still technically have to configure each one of them. So if you have linked courses, make sure you set up your categories, shorten assignment titles, save your changes, and then come up here to the drop-down menu and pick your next class, your other section. Make sure you go into the configuration menu there as well. Just because you configured one section doesn't mean they're all going to work. Come into the next section, go to the configuration menu, and make sure you've also mapped those categories and click that shorten assignment titles button. There's a few other things to keep in mind when you're syncing between Schoology and PowerSchool, and I've put out some information on my course about that, but this is really the big menu that people miss at the beginning of the year. Make sure you do this at the beginning of the year, make sure you do it for each section, and you shouldn't have any issues.